All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Get to Know Plexus info session. We're really excited to be trying this new format where we're not just posting on Facebook, but where you can see our faces and hear our stories and know why we love Plexus. For those of you that don't know me, if you're a guest or if someone has sent you this link because you've expressed an interest in Plexus, everyone you see on the screen, this is our Plexus family. My name's Erin Akey. I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus. I've been with them for 2.5 years, and it has been amazing. These products are simply the best health supplements out there, bar none. They cannot be touched. And they've really made a huge impact in the life of my family and in the lives of so many hundreds of thousands of other people. And everyone that's on this call tonight has been positively impacted by Plexus. So welcome. We're very glad that you're watching this, and we hope that you get the information that you need to make a decision on whether or not Plexus products are the right fit for you. If at any time you have a question, if you're watching live, then just use the chat or raise your hand and we'll answer your question. And if you're watching this in a recorded version, any questions that you have, just go back to the ambassador who invited you and we'll get your questions answered. So let's get right to it. I'd like to start off by telling you about some of our amazing products. We're not going to go over all 17 products, but we are going to go over the biggies, the ones that you need to start with for overall body health and body balance. The best place for you to start is with what we call our triplex combo. It contains 3 products, and it's a really simple program, okay? The way it works is every morning you're going to use our magnesium supplement called BioCleanse. BioCleanse is a fantastic product. It's loaded with magnesium and vitamins and goodness, and this is great to keep your digestive system healthy. I like it. It's a regulator. If you go potty too much, it's going to slow you down. If you don't go potty enough, it's going to help you go more. And a lot of people in this country suffer from magnesium deficiencies. And some of the symptoms of that are headaches, fatigue, restless leg syndrome, lots of things. We just don't get enough magnesium in our diets. So BioCleanse is great. You take that in the morning and all day long while you're moving around and going about your day. It's going to keep your digestive system flowing and moving the way it should. Then our flagship main product is this right here. Inside this bag are 30 little individual packets of what we call Plexus Slim. This is our drink. It's like a crystal light. It's not like a shake or anything like that. It's a drink that you mix into a bottle of water, shake it up, and you drink it. It's got all kinds of vitamins and goodness. It's got chromium in it, Garcinia cambogia. It gets its pink color from beetroot. It's all natural, no chemicals, no artificial sweeteners, no additives. It's sweetened with stevia. It's amazing. And what I like about it is you can really do anything with it. You can add lemon or lime. I'll add peppermint to mine. Today I mixed it in hint water. People mix it in LaCroix. You can really mix it with almost anything that you want and kind of play with it and change the flavor up. But it's a really, really good product. And it's going to help keep your blood sugar levels regulated, which is going to aid with appetite suppression and cravings. It helps keep your hormone levels at a good even keel, your lipid levels. It is fantastic. You just once a day do that drink, okay? Then when you get ready to go to bed at night, you take our probiotic. It's called ProBio 5. You cannot buy a probiotic like this anywhere on the market. Literally, I will tell you, this is the best product we've ever come out with. There's nobody that can show me a probiotic that will touch this, and ours is so much cheaper than most of them out there. This probiotic also has vitamins, enzymes, antifungals. It has something called chitosanase, and that is a lot of what makes it different. If you go out and buy a probiotic with 500 billion trillion cultures, but you don't have the antifungals and the enzymes to cut through and get to the bad stuff, then you're wasting your time. It's not doing you any good. With ProBio 5, you don't need 500 billion trillion cultures because you have 5 amazing strains of probiotics, but you have the chitosanase that cuts through and lets this do its job better. A lot of times, if you have some type of really bad infection or you're put on antibiotics, you would up your dosage of this from 2 to maybe 3 or 4, depending on what you have going on. So this is where you start. These 3 things together. It's our triplex combo. This is the base. This is what you use to get your body healthy from the inside out. When that happens, then you're able to do things like lose weight. You can't lose weight when your body is out of whack. It doesn't happen. So I'd like to go ahead and let you guys hear from one of our ambassadors. Her name is Tammy Patrick. She's a senior gold ambassador, and I'm going to let her tell you her personal health story and her family's health story with Plexus. Take it away, Tammy.
Okay. So prior to Plexus, I was a chocoholic. Love me some chocolate. After every meal except breakfast, I thought I needed to have a little sweet, wanted chocolate. So Plexus has really helped me not only bust through my plateau when I first started, but has taken away my sweet cravings. It's really amazing. Now, I'm not saying I never like a little sweet here and there, but I don't crave it after every meal. That's not all I think about. It's like, oh, I got to have something sweet. So that is huge for me. Just love that. Plexus has allowed Jim and I to drop some weight, to have energy. It's helped us. We ran a marathon over a year ago, so it helped us during all that training and that process and everything. And we really liked the Plexus Ease too at that point, which Erin didn't touch on yet, but we really liked that as well. So yeah, it's done wonders for us, not just health-wise, but financially too. Can I share that, Erin?
Absolutely. Tell me.
Okay. So we have the last several months with Plexus, we've been able to pay our mortgage plus some other bills with just my Plexus check. So it's truly, truly been a financial blessing for us as well.
Now, Tammy, you don't do this 40 hours a week full-time. You have a full-time job, but you're still able to earn enough income to cover your mortgage.
Yes, ma'am. You just got to fit it in the nooks and crannies. And especially since convention, I have learned to really plan, and you really use my planner. You look at my planner, there's lots of blank pages. But since convention, I have things written down every day, and it really helps to do that. So you know what you're going to do, even the day before. And if you can do, like Jen Hawkins says, if you can do it for the week, write down everything all the IPAs that you're going to do. And we all, I think, know what those are, income producing activities. Because, if you have a 15-minute block here, you have a 15-minute block there, and that's all you have to work. I mean, you can do that 30 minutes in a day, but if you're using that 15 minutes to scroll through Facebook, like I do, or did in the past, I mean, your 15 minutes and then your 30 minutes are gone. So if you write down, this is who I'm going to contact in this 15 minutes, you will see your team grow exponentially.
Awesome. And now, when you started the Plexus products, your goal was just to get healthy. You didn't think you would ever make any money, right?
No, I mean, I've tried so many MLM companies, so I thought, well, I will try it. And I talked to Jim about it, and I told him I would never do it again unless he was on board with me. So he was on board, and we were already trying to eat healthier and live a healthier lifestyle. So this really kind of fit in, and
perfect.
It just kind of snowballed from there.
I love it. So, and that's what's really nice about Plexus is when you start using these products, you fall in love with them. It's so easy to just share it with a few people that you care about, and you end up getting your products paid for. So it's a really nice benefit. Now, the ProBio 5 is really good for a lot of things. A lot of people don't realize that 70 to 80% of your immune system is based in your gut. So when your gut is out of balance, that's where all these autoimmune conditions come in, like rheumatoid arthritis, RA, multiple sclerosis, fibromyalgia, psoriasis, eczema. People are using our probiotic with our body cream, and it's really helping things like eczema and psoriasis. Now, of course, we're not allowed to make any medical claims, and I'm not here to promise you that anything you have going on is going to be cured or improved by Plexus. Everyone's body is different. We're only sharing with you our personal stories of what's happened to us. We're not making any promises that that'll happen to you. But there are hundreds of thousands of people whose health is drastically changing via these amazing products. So once you get started on that triplex, that's your foundation. That's where you start. And then based on your personal goals and your needs, you can add some of our amazing support products. So let's say you really struggle with metabolism and energy. We have a few things that are going to help you with that. Now, 2 products that we've had for quite a while are called Accelerator Plus and Boost. These are both thermogenic products that really get your metabolism going, and they really aid in the burning of fat and in controlling your appetite and giving you more energy. So you might be saying, well, what's the difference? Because you don't take both. You take one or the other. If you're a person who really suffers with depression issues and mood issues, then you're probably going to prefer Accelerator Plus. It has 5-HTP in it, which is a fantastic mood enhancer. I will tell you, I can't take things like Sudafed, I could never do an energy drink. It makes my heart race. The Boost is a little too strong for me, but I love Accelerator. Later, I'll tell you about a new product, and so I don't really use this as much, but this is fantastic, and a lot of people call it their happy pill. And we have a lot of husbands who tell their wives, please don't ever stop taking that because you're really sweet when you're on that. So Accelerator is great for metabolism, energy, mood. If you are pregnant or nursing or have high blood pressure or heart disease, you don't want to use this because of the caffeine that's in it. Now, the Boost, on the other hand, if you are an athlete, a personal trainer, if you work out religiously, if you work out more than 3 times a week, Boost is going to be great. This is a wonderful pre-workout supplement. A lot of people say, though, if you lead a sedentary life and you take this, it could make you sleepy. So, get with the ambassador who invited you or sent you this link and let them help you decide which of these is better for you. If you're pregnant or nursing or have a heart condition or high blood pressure, you want to stay away from these. The Boost has yerba mate, and that really helps with the fat burn and the energy. My son is a runner, competitive runner, and every morning he does the Slim, and he'll either do Boost or Edge, and we'll tell you about Edge later because it's brand new. So let's see. Jeannie, can you share your health testimonial and what products you're using and for how long and how they've changed your life?
Okay, I started on March 9th, well, a little bit before that, when I saw Joetta's post, and I was disgusting. I was tired all the time. I couldn't get out of my own way. I was addicted to sugar. I was waking up stuffed up every night. I figured I was allergic to either my bed, my pillow, or my husband. and and I couldn't get out of bed in the morning. I mean, everything on my body hurt. My joints hurt. I'm a figure skater, and I do my own skating, but I also coach. And everything hurt. I was on the ice. My body parts hurt, and I just felt like, wow, I'm too young to feel this old. And I have about 10 pounds I wanted to lose. So I saw Joetta's post, and I asked her about it. She said, oh, they're all natural supplements. I thought, all right, fine, I'll try that. That's good for me. So I got on the triplex, and within 3 days, I felt like a lightness in my gut. I was no longer stuffed up at night. I was like, wow, that was fast. Because Joetta's like, oh, you got to give it 3 months. And here I was 3 days in. I'm like, wow, this stuff rocks. So about a week in, I realized, oh my God, I'm not lactose intolerant anymore. I can actually eat chocolate and not run to the bathroom. I can actually drink milk and not embarrass myself. So, yeah. And this isn't something I, had shared in the past, but I'm getting more bold now. I had a chemical depression, and I was on 2 different antidepressants. When Joetta talked to me about the products, and I knew that that you guys had a product that helped with mood, I thought, well, I'm gonna see if I can get off my antidepressants. So I started weaning myself off one of them before I started the products. About 2 weeks into the products, I was completely off one and starting to wean myself off the other because I was feeling euphoric with the Accelerator. And that's when I knew I could get off them. So I have been off antidepressants for the first time in years. I have been completely off, and I feel fantastic. I mean, it's like a miracle.
Why? That is so big.
And it wasn't situational. It was completely chemical. I mean, there was just no explanation for why I felt the way I did. About 4 weeks in, I realized nothing hurt in my body. My joints didn't hurt. I was getting out of bed before my alarm. I was falling asleep easily. I didn't need melatonin anymore to fall asleep. And I had all this energy. I actually wanted to play with my 9-year-old son. And it was just amazing. I mean, I feel nothing short of amazing with these products, and I'll take them no matter what, even if there was no opportunity to share them. But and I had no intentions of sharing. I just felt so amazing. I think I was with you. I was talking to you guys on the phone when I decided to do a post about it. I'm like, I guess I should tell people about this. And, and then all of a sudden people started asking me, and it really just kind of fell from there. But it's tremendous. And the only other MLM I've ever done was Party Light. And, like you said, you get enough candles, and I still have a basement full of candles. So, but I can't seem to keep Plexus product in my house. So that's a good thing.
That is amazing. Thank you, Jeannie.
Thank you.
And to touch on something that she was talking about, two things. The ProBio 5, when you do this triplex combo, the ProBio 5, a lot of times when you have allergies, when you have mood issues and depression issues, like she said, it's a chemical thing, and a lot of that comes in your gut. So when you use that triplex and get your gut balanced, a lot of you that are watching this don't know me, but my good friends on here know I've never had animals. I'm terribly allergic to cats and dogs. Well, I now have 2 dogs in my house. What the heck? I mean, I could have come within 10 feet of a dog prior to Plexus. I still have the allergy to cats. However, Tammy Patrick has a cat, and I'm able to go in her house without a problem. So clearly it's getting better. I have severe food allergies. One's anaphylactic, so I won't test that one. But I am finding that I'm not getting the runny nose from the wheat and from the milk and things like that. So the ProBio 5 is amazing for things like that. And there's lots of people who are able to reduce or come off those antidepressants when they're using this triplex. This is why we do this. This is why everyone you're seeing on here who is a Plexus ambassador, we truly are ambassadors for health and hope. And it's amazing because it's changing people's lives. The triplex combo, you've heard about the boost and the accelerator. These are fantastic products. And if you would give them a try, commit to your ambassador that you'll try them faithfully, consistently for 60 days and make the nutritional changes that you need to make. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. I really believe you will see a huge difference, a huge difference. Okay, I want to also tell you, if you have a heart condition or you have high blood pressure and you're pregnant or nursing and you really need a good source of energy and some good vitamins, but you can't do the booster accelerator, this stuff is incredible. This is called X Factor. And I want to speak to people who've had any type of weight loss surgery right now and people who have nutritional deficiencies. People who have had weight loss surgery, lap band, gastric bypass, gastric sleeve, was the area I worked in prior to Plexus. I worked at programs at hospitals all over the country with dealing with weight loss surgery patients. A big problem is they suffer malnutrition because you're not absorbing things the way you used to. X Factor vitamin, what makes our vitamin so special is it has aloe. Aloe increases your absorption of nutrients by 300%. So I will tell you my personal story. I was taking prescription iron 7 days a week. Since I've been on X Factor, I'm only taking iron 2 days a week, and my labs are coming out fine. I will tell you that I had a recent hospital stay with a really bad infection, and my doctors were very, very impressed with these 2 products. And I suffered toxicity from Levaquin and Cipro, and it depletes magnesium, it depletes your B12, it depletes a lot of things, potassium. So my infectious disease doctor upped my BioCleanse to increase my magnesium to 4 a day, upped my ProBio. For a while he had me on 6 a day, now I'm on 4, and my X Factor vitamin to 3 a day, to help combat the effects of the fluoroquinolone toxicity. These are great products. This X Factor vitamin is amazing. It's got black currant in it. It's got aloe in it. I'm telling you, it's phenomenal. You will not need any other vitamin. I had to take B12 shots. I don't need those anymore. It's a great vitamin. And I don't have one sitting here, but it also comes, I'll just use this. It also comes in a chewable children's version, which you can see right here, which does not have the aloe in it, but it does have the black currant, which is a really good superfruit, New Zealand black currant. So I would like for Joetta to share with us your Plexus story of how these products have helped you, because you're off some meds. You've got some pretty big things too, like everybody else.
Yes. Well, when I first started Plexus, I am diabetic and heavier than I am now, and I was having a lot of issues with IBS, sinus infections, and just always run down. Exhausted, huge sugar and carb addiction, just kind of in a downward spiral. I have 2 school-age children, trying to keep up with them. Saw Erin's post on Facebook, finally decided I was going to give it a try. And I'm so grateful, that God put this in my lap, because it has really changed our lives. I have come off a diabetes medication. I no longer am in the ENT's office every month with a sinus infection. I no longer have bathroom emergencies with IBS. I mean, that is a huge improvement in, the quality of life. I have more energy. I can, play with my kids, can get out and do things with them and just have a really good time. And I just feel so much better, sleep great, wake up a lot of times before my alarm. So I'm just really grateful for this accidental business, because now I'm earning my products for free and then a little extra. So I'm really excited about that. And I love sharing these products with other people because they are life-changing.
And tell everybody what you do for a living, because bathroom emergencies in your line of work can be pretty bad.
Oh, yes. I am a home health physical therapist. So I am out in the field going from patients home to home. And that's pretty embarrassing when something like that hits you. And so I'm very grateful that that is no longer an issue for me. And I just absolutely love these products.
Awesome. And so here's something, Joetta talked about having had IBS and bathroom emergencies. I want to make sure you guys understand this, because this is a really cool thing about the products. When you put these two together, that's what's really getting your gut and your digestive system healthy. So where Joetta had a problem with IBS and this worked great, do you do 2 a day, Joetta? 4 a day. Okay. So that's good to know. So she has IBS and she does 4 of these a day. Myself, and I know Tammy and maybe some others, I'm not sure who else, have the opposite problem where we don't go enough. And I do 4 a day to help me go more. And I think, Tammy, do you do 4? 4 to 6. Yeah, sometimes I have to do 6. It's not often. So that's what's interesting. This is a true regulator. Someone that goes too much, it's going to help them stop. Someone who doesn't go enough, it's going to make them go more. So that's something to remember, that it doesn't matter which end of the spectrum you're on. These products work together in unison. They're not standalone products. You need to use them all together, and they get your body balanced and get your gut healthy from the inside out. And that's really, really critical. So let's talk for just a minute about one of our newer products that was just released last week at our convention, called Plexus Edge. This is an amazing little product right here, if you can see it. Edge is for energy, it's for mood, it's for clarity, it's for brain fog. And the difference is you can go out and take these energy drinks and you're going to be like, oh, and you're going to be all wired, and you're going to have this big spike in energy and then a crash and you're going to feel awful, right? You take one of these Edge a day, and if you do have a heart condition or you're on blood pressure meds, check with your doctor. But I will tell you, we even have ambassadors who are nursing babies who take this, because you have an amino acid in this called L-theanine, and it counteracts the effects of caffeine. So you get all the energy that you get from an energy drink and things like that, but you don't get that caffeine buzz. Now, if you have ADHD or you're on any kind of ADHD med, you don't want to take this within an hour or two of that because it counter affects the stimulants and it can make you go to sleep. I also find that if I take this too close to my morning coffee, it doesn't have as good of an effect and it makes me a little sleepy because it's so good at counteracting the caffeine effects of coffee. So when you take the theacrine and the L-theanine to put them together, you get this tremendous all-day energy. I usually take mine mid-morning. I think most people are taking theirs mid-morning. Raise your hand if you take Edge and if you're taking it like mid-morning-ish. Gotcha. So even if you're sensitive to caffeine, like I said, I can't take Boost, but I can do this. Now, when we were on our trip to Vegas, my husband accidentally gave me this and Accelerator together. Oh, the poor people that were riding with me in the car. It was bad. I was kind of wired. So you may not want to take this if I'm going to take Accelerator, I don't take this for like 3 hours, okay? It is a fantastic product. And I'm going to have Cindy tell us her health testimonial. Then I'm going to see if anybody on the call wants to give us just specifically an Edge testimonial. But Cindy, why don't you tell everybody about how these products have helped you and your family? I know your daughter's not on, but they've really helped her. So Cindy is a senior gold ambassador, and she's got some great information to share with you.
Yes, it was my daughter that first really started taking the products regularly. I kind of took them off and on, but we were relatively healthy, so I thought. We weren't on any other medications. I felt pretty good, so I didn't take them very regularly, but my daughter was starting to have some issues while in college, and some signs of depression and anxiety and mood swings. And so I remember what Tammy Patrick told me about what Plexus can do. And so thinking I couldn't afford it for myself, I knew I would try to figure out how to afford it for my daughter before we went to do the medication route. And so we put her on the triplex and the accelerator, and within a month, she called me and said, Mom, she said, I have no more headaches, because she was having them daily. She was popping the ibuprofen several times a day. She's less anxiety, less mood swings, no more bloating. And so I was so excited for her that I had to figure out how to pay for the products. And so that's when I decided to do the business to get hers for free. So I started taking the triplex as well and the X Factor, and started sharing with everybody else. And within a few months, I was making enough to not only pay for mine and hers, but for the other 3 in my family. So pays for all 5 of us and plus extra.
That's fantastic. And I didn't mention this when Joetta Barefoot was giving her story. Joetta's a gold ambassador, and Jeannie that gave her story is a silver ambassador. She'll be gold before long. So I just want you to know where everybody is. You know, everyone is doing so well with this and getting their products paid for and getting something extra. And it doesn't matter if you just tell a couple of people or you really run with it. It's a nice little extra side income for sharing something that you love. So does anybody else want to share an Edge story? Because this is a brand new product. It's only been out a couple of weeks, and people are just having amazing, amazing results. Who wants to share an Edge story? Go ahead, Joetta. I saw your hand up.
Okay, so I just wanted to share this, that today I happened to, I guess, kind of forget to take the Edge. I was taking it, kind of right before lunch. Today I took it at 2 p.m. Well, I've been out all day long, traveling all over the place, trying to see patients, and didn't even realize that I had forgotten it. So I took it, went and got the kids when I got done, went grocery shopping, came home, put everything away, did dishes, cooked dinner, and then finally realized I hadn't sat down since I'd been home. So, I mean, I just felt great. I felt energized. I wasn't exhausted, at the end of my day, and I was able to come home and get a good, healthy, low-carb meal made for my family. So I was pretty excited about that energy.
Awesome. Who else has an edge story they'd like to share? Jeannie?
Okay, I don't know how fair it is because it was only my first day on edge, but wow. I took one this morning. I think I texted you. I said, oh, when should I take this? And, and I don't drink caffeine at all. I only drink decaf coffee. I used to be addicted to a pot a day, and I'm not anymore, so I just drink decaf. So it did not give me palpitations at all. So I had no problem with whatever caffeine content was in there. And I felt just really, I guess, alert and clear. The only thing I can compare it to is when I was on an antidepressant, that moment when the antidepressant started working and you kind of have that clarity, like the fog goes away. And that's what it felt like for me today. I just felt good. I felt happy. I felt really level. I felt like I could concentrate. And that was more the reason that I was taking it, because my energy on Plexus has been out of this world. And I was more taking edge for that clarity and focus. And it really worked. And then I do take accelerator before lunch. So I took my 2 accelerator with my Slim before lunch, and I still didn't feel any palpitations. So for me, that combination worked. I think I might take it a little bit later, only because I did feel it wear off. So I could definitely tell you I felt it wear off, because all of a sudden I felt like I dropped just a little bit. So I don't know if you would recommend taking, if you were to take 2, maybe take 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon, or that was a question.
Some people now, especially if you your body is used to having some of those anxiety meds, you may need a little more. Most people are fine with 1, but if you are someone that's been on those antidepressants, you may find it better to do 1 in the morning and 1 at lunchtime. It won't hurt you to do 2 in one day. Don't do more than 2, but 2 is fine.
And
so
what would I do with accelerator? Where would that fit in then?
You would probably do it. What time do you take it now? I would say take your accelerator first thing in the morning, and then maybe an hour later do your edge. Some people do them together. You just have to play with it and see what works for you. If you took it all at the same time and didn't have a problem, then that's great. For me, if I don't split the 2 up by about 3 hours, I'm just like, okay, where am I going? What can I do? Let's go, which would be good. It's a good thing sometimes, but the day I did it, I was riding in a car and couldn't do anything. So kind of play with it. If you're taking them together is working for you and it's easy to remember, take them together. Awesome. Who else? Anybody else? Tammy, edge story?
Yeah, just happened today. And so I took my edge about 1 o'clock today after lunch. And I left work early and I had some errands to run. So I went to the first place, and I was having issues with my credit card, and I thought, well, that's weird. But anyway, so got that straightened out. And I went to Walmart, and just, the strip on the card. Anyway, it was very stressful, and they wouldn't read it. And I stood there forever. People are lining up. Now, normally I would be having a pit, in my stomach. I would be breaking out in a sweat, and I just stood there. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll have to give him a check. I was like, find my center. So I was just like, I left and I'm like, okay, this is really weird because I'm calm. And I usually don't do that. So then I went to the next store and the same thing happened with my card. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just try to take care of it when I get home. And I came home and I even told Jim, I'm like, okay, this has to be the edge. Otherwise, because I would have been, otherwise. So to me, it's having a very calming effect, still having the mental clarity, but it's just, and I just really noticed that today.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, if you notice, I'm drinking a cup of coffee. Erin had a crazy busy day today, and I forgot to take my edge. It's the first day that I've missed it in a while. There was, I think, another day, maybe 2 days ago or something, and then today. That's the only time I've missed it since it came out. I can feel a difference. I'm dragging. I'm drinking a cup of coffee, and I normally, when I'm on the edge, I don't think about coffee. Yes, Jeannie.
I forgot to say about the appetite suppressant part. So I took it at 8:30, and normally I don't eat breakfast right away. I'll eat it a little bit later. At 12:30, I thought, oh boy, I have to eat something. And I didn't want anything. I mean, the appetite suppression between that and the accelerator was unreal. And I did take a block as well, because that's just a great product. But I had no craving for anything. I really didn't eat much at all today because it took away those cravings. So I really, and the appetite suppressant, I think it's going to be an amazing product for people who want to lose weight. Really amazing.
Yes, and I'm glad that she brought that up because I didn't mention that. It's not something it was clinically tested for, and Plexus products now have clinical trials to back them. So when you see our ambassadors telling you things about the products, these are all claims that are clinically backed up now. And the Edge was clinically tested for energy, mood, focus, clarity, but one of the properties in this, it's an extract from a green tea, which also is a fantastic appetite suppressant. So people that are doing the Edge with the next product I'm going to talk about, which is our Block, are seeing even more appetite suppression. So that's a great segue into this. We have a product called Block. It is a carb blocker, and it was recently reformulated and reintroduced at convention, and it's my little BFF. I just love this. So how does it work? The ingredients in this are clinically tested to prevent 48% of any carbs or sugar you consume from being converted into glucose, which is then stored as fat. So for those of you that don't know me and have never heard me preach, you do not gain weight from eating meat and veggies and things like that. Fat does not make you fat. You gain weight from carbs and sugar. So this helps you say no. It controls your appetite. Any carbs that you do let slip by, it keeps 48% of them from being converted. So it's quick acting. You don't have to wait. You can take it right when you're eating your meal. And I'm just going to tell you, 2 of these little bad boys, especially, we call this together with the triplex combo, my husband calls it the megaplex. If you're on these 5 products, and you're cutting carbs and sugar, you have to lose weight. There's no way you can eat properly, not eating the bread, the rice, the pasta, the oats, the quinoa, the whole wheat this, the whole grain that, the gluten-free bread, blah, blah, blah. If you cut all that garbage out and you do these 5 products, I promise you, you're going to get to your weight loss goals. Now, is it overnight? No. But I will tell you, and everyone on this call at the very end, I'm going to have them, if you have a piece of paper in front of you, write down how much weight you've lost since convention taking all these products and hold it up, because I want people to see and know this is amazing. This carb block will decrease your appetite to, I'm talking crazy levels. People who've had weight loss surgery are saying this reminds them of that honeymoon period, those first 6 months after weight loss surgery. I have a bariatric nurse practitioner who is now going to be using these products with her clients. We have several surgeons, people that have weight loss surgery, and 90% of them gain their weight back within 5 to 6 years. Doctors are using these products to help with regain because it's safer than all these weight loss drugs that are on the market that are terrible and have terrible side effects. All of these products we're showing you are all natural, they're plant-based, and they are so good for your body. And the problem is, because of our society, everything we're buying in the store is processed, our food supply is adulterated, and it's not your fault. Your body's out of balance, but it's not your fault. Yes, personal choice comes into it, but an apple you eat today is not the same as an apple you ate in 1950. It does not have the same content of iron and vitamins because of the way we farm things and we mass produce. So that's a whole nother conversation. But every human on the planet needs good nutritional supplements because we're not getting what we need. What's happening? We're resorting to processed food, cheap processed junk, fast food, and we're seeing huge instances of metabolic disease. People coming down with heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, all of that falls into metabolic disease, and a lot of that can be prevented. So, Angel, I want you to tell your health story, and I know you take Block, so it's a good time for you to tell yours. Angel is a Silver Ambassador, and she's got a great story. She has lost a lot of weight, so take it away, Angel. Let me unmute you. There you go.
I'm sorry, I thought I knew how to do it. Okay, I would like to first start off saying that I turned down Plexus for about 18 months before I finally before I finally gave in. And the reason why, and I want other ladies to know this, other people to know this, is that I couldn't justify spending money on myself. I didn't feel like that I could do that. But it came to a point that I realized that I couldn't not invest in myself, because I am pre-diabetic. I had gestational diabetes with both of my children, and I've always been told that if I didn't lose weight, that I would become diabetic. And so I knew that, and I've struggled with my weight my entire life. So I just, saw all these success stories, and I wanted my own story. So so that's why I finally, gave in, and I did. And within a week, actually not even that long, within probably about 3 days, the biggest thing I noticed is that I was able to fall asleep at night without having to take any medication. So that was the very first thing I came off of. I had been taking trazodone for a couple of years because I couldn't go to sleep at night. And now I'm like ready to go to bed. I can't wait. It's the best sleep. And I know you haven't talked about it yet, but there's another product that we have that you put with the ProBio at night, the Mega. And I missed the Mega X one night, and I couldn't, when I woke up the next morning, I was like, what the heck happened? And I realized that the little gel had stuck into my pill bottle, my pill thing, and it didn't come out. It didn't fall out. So I didn't get my Mega X that night. And that's the reason why I didn't sleep very good. But, so that's been huge. I had fibromyalgia, or I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, and I always hurt in my hips, and I was always popping naproxen sodium every day. And I realized that today, that when you were asking me to share my story, I realized today that I don't take naproxen sodium anymore. I don't hurt like I used to. It's amazing. I'm just so, I didn't even realize that that it was possible to feel this good again. And so I wished I had done it sooner. So that's a big thing. And I love Edge. And it's like, the best way to describe it is I feel like a little self-propelled lawnmower. I'm just being pulled. That motivation is there. I'm always wishing that I had somebody to help motivate me to get things done. And Edge is doing it for me. So that's been good. I love that. I do take the accelerator. I was taking the accelerator. So I'm going to play around with Edge and accelerator and see which way I want to do that. But yeah, and I take the vitamin every morning too. So that's good. But yeah, the biggest thing is, and I've been on it. It'll be 20 weeks tomorrow that I've been on it. And as of today, I've lost 47 pounds.
That is awesome. Congratulations. So you can see, listening to all these stories, that these products truly are changing people's lives. And it's not something that only happens for a select few. It is something that is happening for the majority of people. If you use the products the way they're intended, and you follow the program, and you let your ambassador help you and work with you, you're going to see some really amazing changes. And it could be something as minor as, wow, I have more energy, depending on what your goals are, to, oh my goodness, I've lost 40-something pounds. I'm off this med. I'm off that med. All kinds of things. And it's beautiful to see all these stories come together to form this huge Plexus family. And that's really what it becomes. It becomes a family of like-minded people who really care about changing people's health. So the products are amazing. And let me just tell you that the company, as a business opportunity, there's no other company out there, no other network marketing company with this kind of opportunity. And there's two reasons why, really. Well, really, there's three. But the main reason is these products work. Because here's the deal. If these products didn't work, people would use them for a month, and then they'd get off of them and they'd go about their business. And people wouldn't stick around. But because these products work so well, people will stay on them forever and ever. And when someone says to me, well, are you going to take that stuff forever? Well, of course. You take your multivitamin forever. You'll drink your Diet Coke and your coffee all day for energy forever. Absolutely. If I can take these products, these healthy plant-based vitamin nutritional supplements, and I can feel this good. And I'm off of an ulcer med that was costing me $300 a month. My husband's off a blood pressure med and cholesterol med. You've got Joetta off of a diabetes med. I mean, you've got people off these antidepressants and sleep meds. That's huge, guys. That's huge. So yes, I will take these products till the day I die. And let me tell you, I was a skeptic too. I said no for a year. I was like, oh, that's some diet pill and that's some pyramid thing. I didn't get it. I didn't know what a good MLM structure really was. And the way this company works is all these people you're seeing on this video, we're the advertisements. We're the billboards. There's no paid celebrities. There's no paid spokespeople. This company is generating $50 million a month in sales, and there's no advertising done, nobody being paid. That tells you these products work, and they're good. So they also need somebody to get the word out. That's why they call us ambassadors. We're ambassadors sharing the beautiful news of Plexus with people, and they compensate you for that very well. When you don't have to pay football stars and basketball stars millions of dollars a year, and you're not putting your name on Super Bowls and all this stuff, we don't have to do that. Plexus doesn't have to do that because they have all of us. And so every time you share this with a friend, you're compensated. You're compensated well. Just for one person trying these products at wholesale and buying that welcome kit. And the most popular one and the best one is the one with these 3 products. Someone buys that welcome kit wholesale with those 3 products, you're going to get $25. If a husband and wife both want the products, or they want a little bit of everything and they get the $200 welcome kit instead of the $99 one, you're going to get $50. And those go for 4 levels down, 4 levels up. So we get paid very well for that. Just for having 3 people try the products with you, you get $175. That's going to pay for your products next month. And so I always tell people, if you're going to try the products, find a couple of your really good friends that need some health benefits and sign up and do it all together, and you can be each other's accountability partners. And then you've already got a little income coming in. Every single month that people use these products, you're going to get paid. All they have to do is do their monthly order of $100, and you're going to get paid on them profit sharing every single month. And I will tell you, we have the highest rank you can go in our company is called Diamond. The average income, and this is in our FTC income disclosure chart, the average annual Diamond income is $442,000 a year. The next level down from that is Sapphire, and I believe it's $255 or something like that. I'm at a level called Emerald. When you get to Emerald, that's one of the top 3 levels in the company where the magic kind of really starts to happen. You get to take part in what's called an Emerald bonus pool. You get 3% of the company's profits split among all the emeralds every month. It's really nice. They give you $500 a month towards a Lexus. They send you and a guest to Hawaii. They treat us so well. Why? Because they're not giving the money to a Michael Jordan or a Drew Brees. They want regular people, good, hardworking people who are trying to just get healthy and tell a few friends and spread the love. They want us to benefit from it. And so 50 cents of every single dollar comes back in the field. So unlike a lot of these network marketing companies where you have to buy all this inventory and you have to have parties and do all this stuff and you have to make these big quotas, none of that with Plexus. As long as I purchase or sell $100 a month, I'm getting paid. And the average income for an Emerald is $119,000 a year. No big quotas, no nothing. So if you're looking for some extra income, if you're living paycheck to paycheck and you're struggling, let's get you on these products. Let you fall in love with them, because you're going to fall in love with them. And once you do, let the ambassador that invited you and myself, we'll show you how easy it is to get them paid for. And a lot of times an accidental business will spring out of that. Guys, I had no intention of making Plexus a full-time business. I'm cheap. I wanted the products cheap. And I told the nurse that signed me up, don't ask me to share it. Don't ask me to sell it. I'm not doing it. I just want them cheap. But then when my husband and I started feeling better and losing weight and coming off meds, people wanted to know what we were doing. It's a natural thing. If you go to a restaurant that you love, you're going to tell people, oh my gosh, you need to go to Briquettes. It's a great restaurant. They're not going to pay you, But if you go tell people why you love Plexus, you're going to get paid for that. So we don't like salespeople. We don't want salespeople. Nobody wants to be sold anything. We just want people who are willing to try these products. And when you see amazing positive changes in your life, be bold and tell other people about that. Now, you don't have to. You can just be a wholesale customer and never tell another soul. Get your products wholesale every month. And anything you do over $100 that month, 15% goes back to you in a rebate that you can put towards your products. My mom is 76 years old. She wouldn't try Plexus for a year. She thought it was ridiculous. And finally, I had just turned Emerald, and I went to go pick her up one weekend. We were having a girls' weekend. I picked her up in my Lexus, and we went shopping. And she was complaining about her knee and her arthritis. And she's not overweight at all, but she had terrible arthritis, and her knee would swell up terribly. She had to sleep with her knee on a pillow at night. If it came off the pillow, it would wake her up. And my mom would go potty once a week. And I would tell her, Mom, that is not normal. You're not supposed to go potty once a week. Well, that's how I've been my whole life. So finally, I got her to commit to a month on the products. And I'm telling you, if you know my mom, she's a stubborn lady. And she said, Erin, I'm going to try this for a month. I'm sure it's not going to work, but I'm going to do it just to hush you up. My mom, after 3 days on these products, called me. And I'm like, oh, here we go. She's going to tell me she doesn't like it, or she's going to tell me something bad. Nope. Her knee, the swelling in her knee was gone by about 80%. She can go up steps. We went on a cruise last summer, and she and I are going on a girls' trip cruise next week, and she's all excited. She can walk. She's walking on her property about a mile or two every day. She's 76. And she said, Erin, I'm going potty every day. That's just crazy. I'll never stop taking this stuff. So they work, and they're changing lives. And if you're watching this video, I'm telling you, somebody is sharing this with you because they care about you and they know what the products could do for you, or they know that you're struggling financially and you need a little business. My mom is never going to share Plexus with anyone, but she still gets to have the same wholesale pricing. And about every 3 months, there'll be enough money in her little pay portal to cover her products for that month because she uses so many things. So before we go, I do want to tell you about one more product, and that's the one that Angel talked about, the Mega X. Anybody who is over age 50, 55, especially, you need to be on this. This is amazing for cardiovascular health. It is the world's only complete plant-based omega supplement with 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. No fishy burps, all plant-based. It smells good too. Don't y'all think it smells good? It smells like flowers or fruit. It smells kind of sweet. So you take this and it helps you. Don't take it unless you're going to bed because it helps you with sleep. It helps you with cardiovascular health. It helps your blood pressure. Amazing product. My husband and I take 2 every night. We sleep much better. Really good stuff. So everybody's got different goals. Everyone's health has different things going on, but every human on the planet, bare minimum, needs our triplex combo. I promise you the things that will happen in your body and the things that you're going to feel if you're consistent on this, it's going to change your life. I really believe it will change your life. And so I really want to urge you to talk to the person that invited you and commit to 60 or 90 days and do it right. Take it every day. The products don't work if they sit in the bag like this. The products don't work if they sit on your counter. You have to remember to take them. And if you do, I think you're going to be very, very surprised and pleased at the results. So thank you for joining us. If you're live, thank you for watching the link. And please get back to the person that invited you and give Plexus a try. I don't think you'll regret it.